Nah, be for real.
Nah, be for real. Hey guys, it's your girl Willina with the Nah Be For Real podcast. We have a special guest with us today. Her name is Jennifer.
Hey y'all, my name is Jennifer. Follow me on Instagram at _SOKORIME. So Corey me. Yes.
And what do you do?
I just graduated with my master's in behavior analysis, and right now I'm just studying for my state board.
Awesome. Congrats.
Yeah.
And also with us today, we have two other hosts.
Yeah, you guys, Jason Jeremiah, Florida Realtor, Instagram at Agent Jason J. Reach out.
Big Girly, serial entrepreneur and author.
So the topic today is how do we fix it? And the question I have for you guys is why do people who don't settle stay single than people who settle and get married?
Security. People who get married want security. People who don't settle, or a lot of times they're looking for something that don't exist. So they end up staying single because it's an endless search. So that's what I think.
I kind of disagree because I feel as though people who settle, everyone's settling for the wrong aspects of the reason they're getting married nowadays. Because some people, they settling because they feel like they don't want to be alone. Or they're just like, okay, he has all these bad traits that I know he has, but I'm holding on to the person I feel like he can be. So let's just get married so I don't feel like I got to hop from pillow to pole to find that special someone.
Right.
Because I feel like right now people don't understand the meaning of dating anymore. There's steps to getting married.
Right.
And that's what people forget, that in relationships, there's step. You date me first because you're truly getting to know the person. Then you make it official to dating that person. And then you know, like, okay, what do this girl give wifey materials? And then, you know, as women, we think, do that man give husband material? So when he proposed to us, we're truly saying yes because of all the attributes he comes with, right, and not just because of the financial aspect or the facade. It's actually because I'm truly in love with them. And I feel like that's why some women do stay single, because of the fact that we don't want to settle just for the picture perfect image of it. We want to actually have a person that we're laying behind and saying, this is someone I truly love. This is my partner. This is my best friend. If he hits that stop sign right now, I don't have to question that he's cheating on me. Whereas other women, they will say I do, go on, you know, these fancy, lavagant, you know, honeymoons and all this other stuff, and they come back home and they don't even trust the person they're laying up with.
Right, that's true. I seen this quote on, I'm so sorry.
You're good.
I seen this quote on Instagram one day where it said, I prefer to stay single because even the married is still searching.
It's true.
So I get what you're saying completely. Because I know for a fact in my DMs, I definitely have married people in my DMs. They're weird.
I think women are worse than men.
See, I don't know anymore. I don't
think
know.
women
I
are
hear
worse.
stories from my guy friends, and I have my own personal stories. I don't know who's worse. It may be really even. Like, they just both bad.
Worse in what way?
Because women are more sneaky and conniving. That's really what it is.
It's easy for men to say women are more sneakier because of the fact that if we're going to step out, we're stepping out with emotion. So we're trying to move certain ways to not disrespect our home front.
Right.
And it's taking us a lot to even do it. So if we're doing it, we're planning this shit out.
Right.
Whereas if a man,
he's just doing it for shits and
they're doing it for shits and giggles. They're like little kids that a new toy come around that they never got to play with. They want to experience. They want to explore. Hold on. And it feels as though when I had a man tell me that guys nowadays with this new social media platform, they're not used to having access to all these different women that they don't even have to go look for. Right. You can scroll up on your Instagram and you will find a bad chick in her bikini. You slide up on her Instagram. Yeah, she may not press play on you, but by the time you hit that third female, she's pressing play. She's giving you the attention that you want, that excitement that back home that your wife is not giving you.
Right.
So now you're exploring this new horizon because it seems fun. It seems like this, you know, because wifey's at home with sweatpants and a big shirt. This one, she's keeping her facade up. I want to be with this one. I want to see what she's working with. I want to see, she's
So
giving me that excitement.
You're saying
Go
that
ahead.
social media makes it easier for men to cheat more than women when it's understood that dudes have to be the hunters and flock towards the girls. So at least the dude, I'm not justifying cheating, but he has to put in time, effort, energy, hopefully some type of value up front. Girls can just kind of sit and watch
Wait.
the parade come to them.
That's
So
true.
if we want to
I
talk
get
about
that.
which one makes it easier, social media makes it easier for which gender. I think it make it way easier for women.
And let
Equal.
me correct something.
Go ahead.
So the men that are intrigued by the women that are more fun,
Mhm.
those aren't the women that he's trying to settle down with.
But unfortunately, let's be realistic. The new era that we're in right now, that is what men go for.
That's
They
Not
don't.
true.
That's not.
The reason I say that is because
So this is some as men and women. A woman can't tell a man what a man feels, what a man likes, doesn't like, because you're not a man.
that is true.
So as a man, I'm gonna tell you,
Go ahead.
you could have a good woman at home, and you take care of that woman at home.
Mhm.
And the man that steps out, that needs to, that has a desire for something else,
Scratch an itch.
yeah, scratch an itch.
Mhm.
He's not trying to wife her, because that's a whole nother
You
responsibility.
fill another void, right?
It's really just
Okay, so what about the men that actually do end up wifing the mistress? We don't ever
She
acknowledge
fills the
that.
void.
She fills that void, but then it's like they end up in a long-term relationship than the wife that he had
He
past
was with the
tense.
wrong one.
But that's where it goes to, he's still stepping out.
Why do you think men cheat?
Yeah.
I can never say.
In your opinion, why do you think men cheat?
Like she stated, to fill a void. Like he's not getting something at home and he
So-
feels the need to go search for more.
Perfect. So why do women treat?
It's the same thing.
Exactly.
We're filling a void. That's why I was like, I feel like social media is like an easy access for both genders.
There it is. Okay. I can agree with that.
It's not just for women.
It's definitely not just for women. I was just saying it's 20 million times easier for women.
Just because men are usually
Men have to hunt.
A
We
woman
have to
can
go
walk into a bar full of men and say, "Who want to go home with me tonight?"
And she could be a 4 out of 10, by the way. A 3 out of 10.
And folks gonna raise their hand. If a man walk in a bar full of women and say the same thing, they gonna look at him like a
You
creep.
better open your wallet.
It's not-
Some
it's
more
not-
values before we walk out.
It's
just
the appearance, because we will take the second to look you up and down. Some women will want to hold a conversation with you to see if you're even intelligent to, be in my presence. But there is some women that, going back to this new era where men don't make us put in work, really. It's like if you have the body, you have the appearance. It's like now people are dating for popularity now. Some people are not really dating because of back in the day what we were raised upon. That, a man is supposed to bring in the financials, the work ethic, holding down the fort.
So
And
how do we fix it? Like, I have a solution, which is pretty much just removing all social media. Obviously, it's not going to happen, but if we could snap our fingers and make the world big again, because social media makes the world smaller.
I think it's social media. I feel like it's people that's choosing to prove points to everyone else that really don't give a damn.
Reason why I say social media is because you have more access to people that you wouldn't have naturally.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're still human. Temptation is still there. You're going to make a decision. Oopsie daisy, whatever. I think first making the world big again would help, but that's just...
It's expectations too, because a lot of time, I think you just alluded to it, talking about old school relationships.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is dead.
Unfortunately.
The tradition stuff doesn't.
I'm still holding on.
But see, that's the thing. As women, you will try to hold on to the things that are convenient for you.
Mm-hmm.
and get rid of the things that you don't like or you don't agree with.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, it's time to scrap all of that, and every situation gonna be different. Every man ain't gonna be able to take care of you, all the kids, and everything by itself while you sit at
You're
home
gonna have to
look
pour
sitting
in.
pretty.
You're gonna have to pour.
But I,
It ain't.
but also, I'm not that type of woman though.
Not saying you are.
No, I'm saying there's a lot of people, a lot of women that's not like me. That's not gonna allow her man to just carry home front. She wants to be a part of that. She wants to be where it's equal. Even if you guys are not dividing the bills, she's still forking out something. She's still letting you know that, God forbid you fall short, I'm here too to hold it down for
Is
us.
it safe to say that you both, how do you both feel about 50-50? Is it safe to say that we're all in agreement, that it makes sense when it makes sense for most people?
I
I
don't know.
feel like my man should be the 50-50 thing. I feel as though, yes, I will hold it down, but if it's not needed, baby, my husband need to be kicking out 60, I'm kicking out 40.
I feel like the way it's set up at the end of the day, 50-50 is just too concrete in a world that's not concrete at all.
Exactly.
So therefore, if anything, it just depends on whatever situation you have set up.
I agree.
So, like, if, for instance, say I'm the one who's the breadwinner or whatever, I'm not going to be like, I need half of it from you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, I do not and hope to not expect that my individual would ask the same of me if at the end of the day, like, what are you talking about?
Sure.
So, but what I can say, one thing I don't agree with is when people think, or some women think that they should not work at all. That's fucked up.
Right.
Like, there's no way in hell you really just gonna be sitting at home doing
In
nothing.
this economy.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, it's multiple ways you can
honest.
look at the situation. You can look at the situation either as I'm just going to stay home and do nothing and allow him to just control all my finances. Then one day he may cheat on me, and now all of a sudden now I have nothing to my name.
Yeah.
And B, also, why I'm going to allow him to just overwork himself all day long. I don't agree with that.
Okay.
Because men
So-
do go through the same things that we go through. It's just that you guys have to be more masculine about it. I feel as though men,
Based off of society.
yes, based off of society, that men can't cry in public because now you're categorized as weak, as
Right.
you know, feminine, and all this other stuff. Where I feel as though when you have a counterpart that you are in sync with, you guys, as long as it makes sense to you, that's all that matters. All the outside noise shouldn't matter because it makes sense to you.
Right.
If I'm the breadwinner and you could carry some of the weight, then babe, we're gonna carry that.
Right.
It doesn't have to be picture perfect for everyone else, or make sense to everyone else. As long as it's making sense to the person I'm laying next to, that's all that matters.
Right.
And I feel like right now everyone's seeking validation from everyone else, and they end up making the relationship as more complicated than it needs to be.
I think everybody's too focused on like the 50-50 conversation. What about 100-100?
There it is.
You come with what you got, you come with what you got.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody got to pay the bills,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody need to be the rest of the money need to be invested in something so that our money is growing.
Correct.
So everybody's so focused on, oh well, I don't want to bring this much, and you should bring this much.
Mm.
All that shit's stupid, and we're not gonna get nowhere
Right.
because
That is true.
everybody's different. Everybody's situations change. If you working, if you dealing with a 9-to-5, say they lose their job. If
Exactly.
you're dealing with an entrepreneur, say you have a slow few months. It happens.
Right.
That's part of entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be the same picture all the time. So it can't be no finite. It has to be 60-40. Has to be 50-50. You got to do whatever it takes to make the shit work.
Exactly. Both bring 100%.
Agree.
I agree with that.
Agree.
I can see it.
You spoke about men crying. How do you feel about that? You feel like, would you be able to look at your significant other the same if he?
Oh, baby, call my arm.
Right.
Come here.
Yeah, you say that. You say that now.
I believe I've done it.
Before the
You guys are gonna look at him differently, most likely. I feel like even it's one of those things that's politically correct to say,
Mm-hmm.
but then you slowly resent him over time. If
Because
Here. Why do
Yeah.
men feel like women look at them like in a bad way?
Subconscious.
Let me ask you.
I don't feel that way, and I don't understand.
Because subconsciously you do.
And they cry to you when school with.
me, I could say I've been with all three. That don't cry to me.
eventually, yeah, it's gonna.
But that's not why I left him though.
So,
But that's not why I left him though. I left him for other reasons. If a man could cry in front of me, that means that we're locking in a different type of realm that's different from us just dating now.
You won't-
Now you're letting me into your
You'll
world.
never look at him.
You're vulnerable.
You'll
Snotty nose in that
It's a subject.
never look at him the same.
I can never say I cannot make it. You're human.
The reason crying in front of your woman is if you lost somebody close to you.
No, that's a lie.
Something like that. That's fine.
If you're going through
Yeah.
some shit, that's what you mentally, or you dealing with some shit.
But now you can't talk to your girl and be vulnerable with her about it.
to
You
the
gotta be vulnerable in
Go
the
to the boys. Go to the gym. You gotta channel that somewhere else.
bedroom. No. Because of the fact that
One night.
I don't agree because of the fact that if you're hitting different stages of being vulnerable with your woman, what does crying have to be? How is it different?
Just think it sounds politically correct, but to have a
That's the
mental
problem, you're
image
allowed
of your
exactly.
picture your man, mental image, snotty nose, drooling down his all the way down to
Okay,
the chin.
you guys are not gonna get that bad.
Okay,
We
but
do.
see, if you're gonna allow it, allow the whole. You can't stop it when you
I'm just saying realistically,
You-
you guys
You
when-
can't put limitations on it.
if you want to stop on his face,
limitations though. I'm just saying that you guys, when it comes to if you guys are breaking down about something, with women, you guys are not gonna break down all the way. It may be a man that's gonna be snotty nosed in
you
front of
wanna
his
snot-
woman.
What happened when Will Smith cried? What happened when Tyrese cried? What happened when even Michael Jordan? And Michael Jordan was crying about.
he went viral.
They make memes about that. And
You're going back to social media though. We're talking about
like a chance to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? It's like so much societal standards.
Yeah,
So like when a man is vulnerable, the woman she uses.
she's not even used to it. She's not used to that.
same for a man though. You guys would use what we're going through traumatically and use it against us. I could say that it's a vice versa type of thing.
Hey, I'm also being vulnerable. You feel me? So I will. You know what I'm saying? Talk to my
Be open, be honest. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like even if it's something like traumatic that happened to me, I'm gonna cry. Men have to cry. They have to release. You know, like when you have trauma, it stays in your nervous system. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it affects you all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it might. So for the man, he carrying a lot. You know what I'm saying? He got to be strong. Like for everybody, his family, his kids, his mama. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
everybody. So
Yeah.
you know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Something's boiling and it's gonna tip over.
Sure.
On top of that too,
Yeah.
what happened on Friday? That nigga went to go cry in the car.
Yeah.
You
Who?
go cry in the car.
That's what I'm
by
saying.
yourself.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
If you gonna cry, you gonna do that in solitude by yourself.
By yourself,
Okay.
with your boys, or like you just.
Let the panel speak, please.
So what about the women that do have a mindset like as a man? Meaning as though when we want to cry and be vulnerable, we feel like, okay, I can't go to him and I can't go to Vic and cry about it because he might use that later down the line
Right.
to throw it back in my face. So let me go and cry in the car. How would you feel as a man if your woman can't even come to you and cry to you?
as a man, I know that women are emotional. I know you're gonna cry.
We expect it.
So that's already
Expect
expected.
it more.
As a woman, y'all are looking at a man as your leader, your protector.
You're Superman.
But I need to be able to see when that as Superman, when
Yes,
little
y'all want to see that.
Lois Lane.
Y'all want
to know
I get that.
my man could come to me. Because if you're not coming to me, 9 out of 10, you're going to that other female.
But a lot of
No, the reason I say it is because I've seen it. I've seen where I had to redirect a person like, yo, you having this conversation with the wrong person. You need to go have it with your girlfriend. Because at the end of the day, you're getting comfortable with having it with me to where you're going to feel like we're emotionally connected now.
a lot of the issues that we have, y'all aren't equipped to deal with.
That's what you said. You don't give us the room.
No, I'm just saying.
Have you ever vented to a female that you felt like she wasn't equipped to hear what you were telling her?
Let him speak.
So it's just that there are certain things that, like for instance, if somebody break in the house in the middle of the night, who's expected to get up? You or your man?
Both of us.
Come on, let's be for real.
Me.
Let's be for real.
Have a more general base. Let's take it out of it.
Okay.
General base.
Okay. Let's use a more recent. If your tire go flat, you broke down on the side of the road. Who gonna fix it? You or your man?
I'm calling my man for him to put him on FaceTime to help me fix it.
If you can't.
But as females, you guys cannot say that now in the this day and age that we live in, we have learned how to be.
Cap.
How?
Cap.
Look at these DIY that you see females on TikTok building shit.
Cap.
Like, what are you saying?
Cap.
If you said to let the past that we grew up on go, if we're being realistic, if you go on TikTok right now, there's a lot of women that you see decorating homes by themselves, building things by themselves.
Alright.
So how is that cap? If you're seeing it in bright daylight,
So I got a truck out there. Need a tire change. Can you go change the tire?
I'm gonna go on TikTok or YouTube.
Have you changed the tire before?
I have. That I have. That I have. I grew up with brothers, so
Same.
if I'm talking, I'm
So I
basically.
should take you out of it, yeah, because I'm on a general basis. A lot of
It's not.
There's a lot of women that feels as though that they don't have to do anything but just bring the physical aspect, which
There we go.
you see.
That's just.
But what I'm saying is, as there's certain things that as women y'all aren't gonna understand.
Such as what? List them.
I wouldn't.
Traumas as a black man in America. You're not gonna understand that because you've never been that.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know what it feel like.
Okay.
You don't know. Everybody wants to be the victim and everybody wants to act like, oh, they get attacked the most. You ain't never experienced that. You ain't never experienced getting attacked out in the world and then coming home and having to get attacked by your woman.
Damn.
That's some real,
You're not gonna understand that.
that is some real stuff.
So when it comes to a man being vulnerable with a woman, a man can't come to you with all of that because you're not gonna know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna do nothing but make everything worse. Cause now, even if you do try to deal with it,
Mhm.
now your mood fucked up. So now everything around the house fucked up.
See, I don't think I like that. Because if that's the case, if we go with that same exact narrative, then. So me coming to you as a black woman experiencing what the heck we be experiencing, would you understand that? No, because you're not a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
So if we walk around with that exact same mentality that we can't come to each other because of the gender and all that stuff like that, we're never going to be able to get
The
that.
difference is, as men, we are expected to protect y'all. Y'all aren't expected to protect us.
We are expecting.
And y'all
to be-
don't. And yes, I know what that means. Everybody feel like they not protected.
No, I'm
but-
just saying like
But what I'm saying is there are men that still protect women. If you walking down the sidewalk and you, matter of fact, there was an actual social experiment done with this. If you walking down the sidewalk and you see a woman hitting on a man, the people on the sidewalk keep walking. They look. Some of them even took their cameras out and started recording it,
Yeah.
but they keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
If the roles is reversed and you walking down the sidewalk and a man is hitting on a woman,
17
folks
years.
is stepping in.
Oh, yeah.
There's a difference.
It's a difference.
But see, I mean, I get that for sure. But then I guess my point of it is if you want to come home to your wife, your girl, whatever, and express yourself to her,
Mhm.
but then feel like you can't, doesn't make any sense. Because technically, if we're talking about gender roles in a way,
Mhm.
what aren't we supposed to be the nurturers?
Yep.
So I never said that a man shouldn't vent and open up. I was just talking about over the top crying, nose
Why should I be
slobbing,
able to
boogers across the
But
face.
aren't we the nurturers?
It's
A man is always going to protect your feelings because you're emotional. So he's not going to share. A man can share some things, but it's not going to be everything.
Yeah.
If I
That's what I'm
come to
saying.
you and say, got hit for 100,000 a day, I don't know what I'm going to do. What you going to do?
Let's strategize.
What you going to do?
Work like I
That-
do.
Like,
Exactly. We're about to strategize. We're about to sit on the
With a new
table
plan
and
to work.
make
Okay.
this shit make sense.
okay, let's generally speaking. Matter of fact, let's use the scenario where a man is paying all the bills.
That's hard. Mm.
But that is what a lot of women want.
Gotcha.
So in a scenario like that,
I was gonna come to
what
you.
are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Rub his back and tell him, let's figure it out.
Exactly. And that's not gonna help nothing. That's not gonna change nothing.
That does
That
make
makes
sense.
sense.
Though. That makes sense.
So it's not the same as a man sharing his problems and being vulnerable, and a woman sharing her problems and being vulnerable with a man. It's completely different.
But how do we take it back to where it is more generalized that in a relationship, you guys are, as much as it's not an equal because of the sexist gender roles that gets portrayed growing up, but what if, how do we fix it as, okay, she's my wife, that's my backbone. I know she's going to carry the emotional aspect while I'm carrying the physical aspect of things. Because as men, you guys like to be needed. You guys like to be, called upon and all this other stuff. And you guys come to us for the sex, the raising the kids, the making sure the house is clean. We're staying up to par with our appearance and stuff and not getting all big and slouched. Like, we're keeping up with ourselves. Mm-hmm. So how do we go back to that? Because right now, to be honest, there's a lot of Barbies out here. There's a lot of picture perfect people out here that it's displayed right, but once the camera's turned off, they don't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. So how do we go back to actually promoting the healthy things in relationships and the solitude of being with someone?
We all just need to start being for fucking real at the end of the day. That's really what it is. To stop trying to live for what you may think the next person may view you as, and actually just be yourself. But that's the problem, and I don't know how to go about fixing that. I don't know why people think like that.
People are afraid to they want to live like the Cosbys. You know how growing up we watched the Cosbys on TV. It was the picture perfect family. Yes, they went through things, but they went through things within the home. You know how you grew up your mom taught you what happens in the house stays in the house? A lot of people grew up on holding on to that for dear life, to where when they step out and they close that door behind them, it's a smile that goes on. It's the poker face. You can never tell me about my man, and you can never tell my man about me. So even if he's cheating, I don't want you to know that he's cheating. Now I'm having to degrade myself as a woman to lie for my man because I don't want you to know there's problems at home.
Everyone don't need to know your problems anyway.
And the only thing that made a difference now is that we have social media. Back then it was different. You was able to hide Shirley and Jessica living in the same neighborhood fucking with Tom.
Right.
You was able to hide that because it wasn't a platform for people to show off that, oh, he's buying me flowers, he's doing this, he's doing that. So now when we're on this platform where every move you make is getting calculated by a person that doesn't even know you.
I think it's attentiveness. It's not enough attentiveness, meaning like partners aren't paying attention to what their partner needs. So I use the analogy of plants. I garden. I grow food and stuff in my backyard, all kind of stuff. So I say plants teach you everything you need to know about life.
For sure.
So I actually did this experiment before, and it was a watermelon. Started from a seed, gave it to a girl, nurture this, make it grow. So the thing about plants is they can't verbally tell you what they need. You got to pay attention.
Yeah.
If the leaves is brown, they need more water. If the leaves turn yellow, they got too much water. You got to pay attention to know what it needs. So in a relationship, you got to pay attention to your partner to know what they need. If you're not paying attention, you're not going to know whether they're happy or unhappy. So until that changes and everybody stops being so focused on themselves, we're going to keep having the same problems.
Right. I was going to say, at the end of the day, the only solution for how to fix it is if each individual person just truly commits to actually wanting to become better. But is that going to happen?
In terms of committing, let's just all discuss here. Do we all agree that gender roles are a thing? There's a difference between men and women. And if we all zone into those roles, we're going to have more successful relationships? Because I think that's the problem. When folks say, woman can do what men can do, and we start to act like gender roles naturally does not exist, that's where we commit to more problems.
See, no, I don't think I agree with that. Because if that's the case, then we're going to revert back to the whole men take care of the entire household when it comes to financially, and then women stay in their place and only.
I guess I'm just speaking on like the natural basis, the fact that the dudes are more logical, lesser emotional, women are more emotional, more nurturing, and it's okay to be that, just on a basic level.
on that basic level.
Just on a basic level, because I feel like even the word submit, that's like a cuss word these days.
Right, and
Oh.
simp and shit.
Am I your lab dog? Am I your lab dog? You want me to cook you a sandwich or make you a sandwich at
Some
3 a.m.?
women feel like cooking is
But why is submit bad? If you're submitting to your husband and you're naturally going to do that as a woman, and we agree that there is a hierarchy. Can we agree on that or no? Is it not a
I do
hierarchy?
agree.
Naturally God-given hierarchies with men. Okay, when we take it to like a basic level like that, I think that's where we come up with more solution. We got to like reverse engineer this shit a few phases back and then say, okay, let's start from square one again. True or false? Yes, we graduate and then we go from there. Because on a principle level, we're all messed up.
So what about the women that comes off, say if you're talking to a woman, she comes with the whole platter. She's cooking. She's first quarter. You guys are going on dates. She's making meals. She's, keeping the house up. You're coming to her house. Everything's always done up real nice. She has her ish together.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Would you get complacent? Because there are men that get complacent to where they feel like, okay, I now got the, let's just say the baddest one on earth right now in my eyes. She cooks, she cleans, she does it all. Now I'm feeling like I don't have to, every 2 weeks get her flowers or take her on an ice cream date or do certain things, because there are men that gets complacent. They feel as though some women, I would say, that was raised properly, they come off where they're ready to submit. And they submit to the wrong people, to the person that they waited so long that the person was chasing them. And once they got them, it's like, okay, now I got her. I don't got to do nothing. She's already cooking, cleaning, doing all this. That's babe.
There is
I don't got to
a
have
percentage of men
to.
out there. There is a percentage of men out there like that. Then it's up to the woman to know her worth and obviously leave. If it's really like how you painting it, it's clear as day. I'm not meant for you. I'm a good woman. I'm speaking as the woman. I'm a good woman. And you're not the guy, and you're complacent 2 months in on our relationship. I'm logically going to go. But see, when we reverse engineer that, fathers, this is where it comes back to the 2-parent household, and the father bestowing these principles into his daughter so she can recognize and try to pick a man that resembles her father, which is hopefully a good man. So it just takes it deeper. Like, it's just a few phases back that we got to go.
So would you say as adults, from women to men, we do go through our own trauma that rolls over to our adulthood?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Everybody does. And it's not until you address that trauma that you can grow from it. So in situations where you're attracting men that are doing you dirty, that are doing you bad, now you have to go inside, introspection, and you need to see what it is about you that attracted that type of man. Because it's not just them. If you attracted them, it's in you too. So you have to fix that in yourself. And that's what everybody has. And it's an uncomfortable thing. I had to do it. It's very uncomfortable.
Sure, I'm doing it.
Because you gotta really look at yourself and say, like, this is messed up about me. I gotta fix this. I did this wrong and I tried to blame this person for it, but it was really my fault. So and you have to be committed to fixing things on your end. And when you do that, you'll attract the men that you want. You'll attract all the people, not even just in relationships, friends, all of that will be attracted to you. You attract the things that you are.
Yeah.
So we're saying how to fix it is first fix ourselves.
Absolutely.
Look at it.
Absolutely.
That's really what it is
Yeah.
at the end of the day. If we all actually become and commit to being better people, we're always good.
Everything's gonna.
Everything's gonna
Because
fall.
you
know
don't,
why,
everybody likes to say, oh, they did this and they did that and they didn't do this and they didn't do that. You don't see people as they are. You see people as you are. So
Again, we never really talk about what we learn from the different relationships we encounter and go through. We're always ready to say what we got out, what we didn't get out of the relationship, when we never talk about what
you
we
actually did
get out of the relationship. Because everybody that you encounter or get in contact with, whether it's a friend or relationship or a family member, every individual is teaching you something self-consciously. You may not realize it in that moment because you're dealing with the breakup, you're dealing with the hurt and everything. But when you sit back and reflect, sometimes grow you as a bigger person because you notice certain things, you took away certain things out of that relationship to move on to do better. Because to be realistic, as women and men, in certain relationships, we don't show up the way that we're supposed to. And we always usually end up doing it for the next relationship that we encounter after the relationship we leave.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of growing up. As humans, no one talk about how much, just as parents, there's not a rule book of how to be that perfect parent.
Right.
It is not a rule book of how to be the perfect woman or the perfect man. We just wake up every day and hope that we are showing up the way that we need to for that certain individual that's in our life, whether it's a best friend, a mother, a father, sister, whatever. We just hope that that's what we're doing. We're showing up the best way we can. It's not until someone's telling you, this is what you're doing, I'm not liking that, you're looking in the mirror like, wait, I didn't know that I was showing up like this towards you.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, work on yourself.
Right.
And fellas, make that woman nurture a plant. Get her a plant. If she can nurture a plant, she can nurture a relationship.
Oh, I need to go garden.
I need to get into plants a lot more.
Yes.
For sure.
Men need to get into nature. There's a lot of men
Oh,
that
I'm
don't
feeling-
like to walk trash.
Nature has it.
Get out of it. You can get yourself out of it. We talk about in general. You can get, sometimes you can't even get a man to walk a trail with you.
Right.
Because some men, they don't like, I've noticed that as much as men are so masculine,
They don't like to get sweaty.
they don't like to get sweaty. Even in the gym.
Y'all talking about different kind of men.
In the gym, but they won't go
Y'all
out.
talking about different kind of men.
Even workouts that they do, it's a bare minimum where we're over there hitting it.
Like,
They're over there just
Y'all talking about different kind of men.
like they did their workout for the day.
interesting. Yeah, I can't speak to those type of men.
I do what my wife projects for fun.
It's weird nowadays, man.
Exactly. You have to talk from
Okay.
a broad
So
perspective.
why that? We gotta also think about why that is.
Now we're dealing with these different genders.
Growing up in single mother households.
It's
See?
not only single mother households.
Come on.
Because
Usually gets the kids, so it's usually single mother. Very rare.
Single mother households.
Because the mothers usually
And
get
just like
full
when it comes to
custody.
even
Yeah, so they not taught this.
So it's literally single mother.
about new day and age, though, you guys are still looking from back then.
That's still present.
that's present because now we are the
The reason I'm saying new day and age is because even now, as easy as it was for mothers to go into court and fight for rights and easily get it,
Easily.
it's a lot of dads that's getting full custody of kids now. And that's one thing that a lot of people do not normalize. Because in society, if you look at it, a lot of commercials are set on only mothers. They don't normalize fathers and promote fathers that's actually doing a mother and father job 24/8. Because like society, we don't talk about the bad mothers. We only talk about mothers that's showing up doing X, Y, and Z. And there is moms that really don't even know how to change a diaper. They may have kicked the whole kid out their uterus and everything, but the father is the one that's doing all the leg work and doing all the showing up, and the mom is able to go on social media and post up with the kid as a trophy kid. This is my baby. I'm doing the damn good job, when it's really the father.
Yep.
In society, that's how now, this day and age that we're raising, we're not promoting how much mothers are not showing up. Even females, we're not even showing up for ourselves because we're allowing ourselves to be degraded as these Dixie. And the reason I say that is because I've had an experience where I went on a date and a dude normalized me based off of my social media. He was like, I'm so happy that you're not what I thought you would be off of social media.
I
And
get that.
and I was like, wait, what do you mean? Before I get offended, because, some people, they think different. So I was like, what do you mean? He was like, oh, I didn't know that you were this well educated and talked as this proper. I said, well, what does my social media
You
give?
would think I'm a snob.
That's what he said. He thought I was ditzy. I was like an airhead.
Wow, yeah. Wow,
I said,
okay.
ooh, does my social media get that?
You probably have. I haven't looked at it yet. Well, I have looked at it. Oh, you know what? You look like one of those. How they call it? Like them Instagram girls. So I get that too.
I'm not. No, and I love it.
Is it true?
No, I love it that you're being real because there is people that come
I got
around
the same
me.
thing, so I get it.
They will be like, "Oh, you're just so pretty," da, da, da. And I'm good. I got a major in psychology. I read body language.
Right.
I already know what you're meaning before you even open your mouth to say it to me.
Right.
Because growing up, I'm not going to lie, I was that popular kid. I was the kid that played sports. I was the popular girl that every guy wanted to talk to. But it gets into a certain realm where that's not enough for me. I know I'm pretty. I know I could get whoever I want. But I want you to know my educated side. I want you to know that we could sit up all night and have a complete conversation without me even wanting to make a pass at you or allowing you to make a pass at me. Because I love to play that card that, yeah, I'll give you that. I'm just this. I'll see how far you're willing to take it. So then I can shut your ass down and show you that this ain't that.
Just a quick question. So do you promote that on your social media? Do you promote this other educational side, or is that too boring? That's not going to get.
Yeah, how's your story and your actual profile set up?
I'll show you I'll show you just enough, I'll say. Because my kids, I put them up here and there. I don't promote my kids on my social media that much.
Okay.
What you talk about?
Yeah, what are your story?
What did I talk about? God.
Intellectual.
It's like a lot about God, women empowerment. I'm a girl's girl. Like, even when females look at my... We can pull it up. No, honestly, you would say, like, there's no rap in my cat.
There we go.
I will post a video with me in my bonnet because I feel as though women are so busy trying to be a picture perfect that you're not okay with getting on social media with a bonnet on your head and you're making a story. Right. Or you're making a vlog cleaning the house, doing outside things with your kids, and just being that fun mom. And that's what people don't see. People see my pictures and they think that, oh, she's this high-end, materialistic type of girl. And it's not until the cameras come off that you see that I'm with a baggy t-shirt, sneakers on, probably a Scully or probably some sweats. Or really a big t-shirt and some biker shorts.
Right.
So
that's
are you okay with paving the way? My bad. Are you okay with paving the way and beginning to promote the bonnet version of you with the baggy shorts and all
But
that?
to be honest, there is a lot of females that do write me and they ask me, how do you keep up with Instagram Jennifer, Mother Jennifer, educated Jennifer? How do you keep it up? And I'm like, it's not something that you keep up, because honestly, if it's in you, it's in you. You don't have nothing to keep up, because this is just who you are. And there is people that look at me and think, oh, you're not really a girl's girl. You're probably just the type of girl that hangs around certain people. Until you see my friends and you see, I have people that work out. I have trapper friends. I have suit and tie friends. I have friends that we can go and put our country boots on and our hats on and go and have a ball. I have well-diverse friends. I don't categorize myself based off what you guys may look at me as. I know who I am, so however you may project me, I'm going to roll with it, because then when you do get to know me, you're like, damn, that girl is not what I thought she was when I first laid my eyes on her. Because as human nature, the minute we meet you, the first thing we do is judge. We may say we're not judging, but when we judge. We pick at what you say, and we already categorize you.
So what did we learn today about how we fix it?
So, all right, to wrap this episode up, it was a pleasure, Miss Jennifer, and a pleasure for all of us. But
Wait, but what did we learn?
I'm about to show you.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. So, okay, anyway. So yes, guys, this is the end of our episode. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for coming. And what we learned from this episode is what, Vic?
Yeah, Vic.
Work on yourself.
Work on yourself, please. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful night.